Hello, dear friends. I hope you're doing really well. Let's continue reading. We are in Numbers chapter 35, and these are instructions. Instructions about the places, the cities where the Levites are going to live. So let's read. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho, saying, Command the sons of Israel that they give to the Levites from the inheritance of their possession cities to live in, and you shall give to the Levites pasture lands around the cities. The cities shall be theirs to live in, and their pasture lands shall be for their cattle and for their herds and for all their beasts. The pasture lands of the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall extend from the wall of the city outward 1,000 cubits around. You shall also measure outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits, with the city in the center. These shall become theirs as pasture lands for the cities. The cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be the 6 cities of refuge, which you shall give for the manslayer to flee to, and in addition to them you shall give 42 cities. All the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be 48 cities together with their pasture lands. As for the cities which you shall give from the possession of the sons of Israel, you shall take more from the larger, and you shall take less from the smaller. Each shall give some of his cities to the Levites in proportion to his possession which he inherits. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel and say to them, When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall select for yourself cities to be your cities of refuge, that the manslayer who has killed any person unintentionally may flee there. The cities shall be to you as a refuge from the avenger, so that the manslayer will not die until he stands before the congregation for trial. The cities which you are to give shall be your 6 cities of refuge. You shall give 3 cities across the Jordan and 3 cities in the land of Canaan. They are to be cities of refuge. Okay, so pretty much instructions, clear instructions, but I just wanted to say something about the cities of refuge. So the tribe of Levi, the Levites, don't have land. God is their inheritance. So Israel God is instructing Israel to give the Levites cities where they can live. Cities all over Israel, all over the land of Canaan, and also on the east side of the Jordan where the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh are. So cities all over for the Levites. And the instructions are very clear. Not only the house where they live, but they should also get a pasture land around the house. 1,000 cubits, it says, right? It's about 460 meters or something. So good instructions for the Levites. Places where they can live and places for their animals, and also, in total, 48 cities for the Levites all over Israel. From those 48, there are 6 cities of refuge. What is this city of refuge? If, for example, a person kills another person, but by accident, it's not on purpose. It was not intentional. It's just like a accident, like an accident in at work or something. Then this person that has killed unintentionally, he had to go to the city of refuge. He would be safe there until he was put on trial. He had to explain his case to the authorities of the city, and then he was put on trial. If that person was innocent, then that person had to live in the city of refuge all the time that the high priest was, that one high priest was living. After the high priest, if the high priest, for example, the person killed went to a city of refuge and he's there, and then the high priest lives still 5 years, that person has to stay there all the time the high priest is alive. If the high priest changes, the high priest dies, and then a new high priest is placed, then that person can go to his regular house, to his land, and to live normal if he was declared innocent. But all the time that the high priest is alive, that when the accident happened, then that person has to stay in the city of refuge. So there were 6 cities of refuge, 3 on the eastern side of the Jordan River, and 3 on the land of Canaan. For those people that had killed accidentally, they were protected from the family of the dead person, because obviously, probably somebody would want to avenge this death, the death of the family member, right? So the city of refuge were for those who had killed unintentionally. So I think it's a great idea, a merciful idea. I don't know if there are cities of refuge nowadays. I don't know. I don't know if they have that in Israel. I don't know. But what a great thing that God gave Israel, the cities of refuge. Now, for us, if we love Jesus, if we have received His salvation, He is our city of refuge because, He saves us and He paid for all our sins. And all sins, accidental and intentional, dear friends. And probably none of us, I don't know, I'm thinking probably none of us has actually killed a person, but we have done things intentionally, bad things. I think, well, I know, I'm not proud of it, but it's true. I have done bad things unintentionally and also intentionally. And as you know, in Matthew chapter 5, Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says that the law says do not kill. But if we get really angry with somebody, like really angry, then we are guilty and will be judged. So getting really angry, losing one's temper is really bad. But if we have the salvation of Jesus and we're faithful, He helps us, dear friends, and He's our city of refuge. So I'm going to stop here. Hopefully we can continue tomorrow. Bye-bye.